Hi. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about pay. I'm going to be talking about money. I'm going to be talking about pounds. I'm going to be talking about something that I am very passionate about. Yes, money. And that you are also going to be very keen and interested to know. So, how much do you earn in the UK as a carer? And yes, that amount, is it worth it? Can you live on it? Because this is again a question that I get asked all the times. Melvis, I'm thinking of moving to the UK with my family. Is the pay worth it? What can I do with that amount of money? I've got 4 children, I've got one child, I've got no children, I'm thinking of getting married. What can I do? So that's what this video is all about. So if you're keen on this pathway, you want to know about this, how far your money is going to go, you want to watch this video till the very, very end. So how much do carers earn in the UK? So if you're a carer, you're going to be earning £20,000 per year. So that's £20,000 per year, and that is before tax. That money is before tax, which means that by the time you pay your tax, or pay as you earn, you're going to pay your tax. If you're working for the NHS, you're going to pay a pension, even if it's private. There's going to be some sort of a pension that you have to pay. You're going to be paying national insurance. So by the time you pay, they remove all these things. How much money are you going to be left with? Let's get to the point. By the way, if you're new to the channel, it's such a pleasure to have you. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time that you take to watch these videos over and over again. And look, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're still waiting for. Hit subscribe right now. Turn on that notification button because you want to be the first to be notified every single day at 8 a.m. when I drop a new video on here on YouTube. Yes, you're right. I drop a video on YouTube every single day at 8 a.m. unfailingly every single day. And I'm all about everything career progression in the UK. So if you're a career, want to move to the UK, I'm your girl. I can support you with that. If you are a nurse in the UK, you're trying to specialize, I can also support you with that. If you want to study nursing in the UK and you're like, oh my God, what's the best pathway for me? I want to become a nursing associate. What else is there for me to do? Then I'm your girl. So you want to make sure that you're checking my private career coaching program out to get the support that you rightfully need. So let's get to the pay. So just a little bit of context here. So a few days ago, the finance minister for England, Jeremy Hunt, so he is a chancellor, he announced that he is increasing the minimum wage for England, in the UK. So what this means is that an employer is no longer allowed to pay any member of staff less than this amount of money. And the amount that he announced is £10.42. So £10.42. Nobody is allowed to earn less than this amount. So, but something very interesting, if you're a healthcare assistant in the UK, you're going to be earning £10.39. Let's say Band 2, Agenda for Change, NHS, that's how much they pay, is £10.39. So this announcement means that obviously it's now illegal for carers to earn £10.39. So they're gonna earn £10.42. So that's a difference of how many? Is it 3 pence? So that's a difference of 3 pence. But something very interesting that I want you to know is that working as a carer isn't quite the same as doing any other job. The level of responsibility you have, the things you go through, what you're experiencing, the level of emotional engagement that you need to have, the level of physical, engagement that it needs is quite a lot compared to many other jobs. Look, it is not an easy job, let me tell you. And in case if you're wondering, I've done other videos on this channel on alternatives that you can apply for instead of the carer jobs. And look, I'm saying this genuinely from a place of love, from a place of interest, from a place of wanting you to have the best. You want to check out all options. You don't want to just jump on the bandwagon of applying for carer jobs, even if there are better options for you. You want to make sure that you're checking this out, because when it comes to pay, I can tell you that the pay is very, very low. And if you've got a family and you move to the UK on this salary, you're going to be ready, because life is going to be tough. If you're alone, you can be rest assured that you're not going to be able to live in a house on your own, because you will need to be sharing a house with other people, because you will be unable to pay for a house by yourself. You'll be unable to pay for your rent. You'll be unable to pay for your bills, and everything is going to be so hard. I wish I had the different news. I wish I was going to be sat here saying, when you move to the UK as a carer, you're going to have bags of money. You're going to be swimming in money. You're going to be full of pounds, because I've seen people advertise these carer jobs, and they're like, oh my God, while looking for people to move to the UK, you're going to be so wealthy. You're going to earn. You will not be. I can tell you that. So if you're wanting to move to the UK and you're like those people that I'm hearing that have paid 20,000 to move to the UK, you may never be able to save £20,000 as a carer. So there's no need to pay £20,000 to move to the UK as a carer. Please you're losing money, you're wasting money. You should do something more useful with that money. So I want you to leave a comment and say, Melvis, I will implement, because I'm not doing these videos for the sake of it to waste my time and waste your time watching it. I want you to implement the things that I'm saying. So I want you to leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I will implement. Again, if you're wondering who I am a nurse myself. I work in the NHS in England, so I live in the UK. I work as an advanced nurse practitioner, and I have a private career coaching program where I support nurses, carers, student nurses with career progression in the UK, like I said. So I know what I'm talking about, and I'm talking from a place of experience, from a place of wanting to support you, from a place of wanting you to be aware of what's going on, because you're gonna get told that, oh, if you come to the UK, don't worry about the £20,000. You're gonna earn a lot more from extra shifts. Extra shift, really? How many extra shifts do you have to work on top of 20,000 to make a reasonable amount of money? I don't know. So you want to check out all options. Like I said, I've done videos about all of these. I want to help you out. I don't want you to fall in the trap. If you're still out of the UK, listen to me. This is a good opportunity for you. If you have other plans, when you get to the UK, you're smart, you've got other plans, then please, by all means, take advantage of the opportunity. But if you're thinking, all I am is going to be a carer, that's all there is to me, then you're going to be meeting me on this side and saying, Melvis, I wish I could listen to you. And that's what many people do. When I say it, they don't listen, and then when they get to the UK, they contact me and they're like, Melvis, you were right. I'm like, of course. Of course I was right. I knew it. So that's why I'm telling you, the pay is very miserable. It is now the fact that minimum wage is now higher than being a carer, or being a carer is now minimum wage. It's not good at all, because if you're earning 20,000, let's get to the numbers actually. If you're earning £20,000, if you take £20,000 and divide by 12 months, how much is that? I think that's about £1,600 per month. By the time your employer removes your taxes and everything, you're going to have about £1,100 or £1,200. That's how much you're going to be left with. If you're left with £1,100 or £1,200, how much are you going to pay your house rent? Just to put this into perspective, my house, I pay £900 a month for my house. And then I pay my electricity bill and gas bill is £200 a month. My council tax is £200 per month. Yes, because once they remove all those taxes and pay you, you still have more taxes that you need to pay. So let's say my house alone and my council tax bill, as well as my electricity and gas, only these three things, I pay 1,300. It's already more than a carer's salary. I haven't bought food. I haven't paid water bills. I haven't paid all the other bills. It is literally just paying for the house as well as paying for these other bills. So you want to be very careful. If you're coming to the UK as a carer, you need to be very strategic. If you've got a big family, you need to plan very well. Should you come with your family at the same time? Do you want to come first, explore the place, see opportunities, and then you decide what do you want to do? You need to be very smart. I'm telling you this because you're going to see adverts saying, oh, you're going to be full of money when you move to the UK. It is not true. It is not true. In this country, nobody's going to give you bags of money for free because you're a carer, because being a carer is a low-paying job. Nursing even is bad enough, so being a carer is even lower. So you need to really, really, really be aware of this, because I'm seeing many colleagues coming to this country feeling so frustrated, feeling burnt out, feeling stressed, feeling anxious and depressed because it is not what they expected. I can tell you that, yes, you need to have other reasons why you want to move, but money isn't that. But there are opportunities that you can grow into once you are here. That is the hope. That is the positive thing about moving. It is the fact that if you're in the UK right now, you need to be so tough. You need to make sure that you do everything possible to progress and get out of that situation. Or if you have a partner that works and both of you are working, as you can see, one salary is just going to go on rent alone, as well as one or two bills. That's going to be it. And then the other person's salary, now you can use it for other things. But if you're alone and you're single, I don't know how you're going to cope. If you're a single mom, single dad, I don't even know how you're going to be alive, because you're just going to be existing. And some of these companies also that are bringing carers, they're going to make you work hours and hours and hours on end. You're going to have apps. Look, you need to be really, really smart. You need to ask questions. You need to do some digging, And one thing I always say is, you don't need to agree with me, You don't need to agree with me. You don't need to disagree. But I'm still going to share my opinion anyway, because I feel the need to do that because there are some people that listen and benefit from these things and actually do implement, but you're always going to have those people who will be like, oh, Melvis, there you go again. Oh, Melvis, you've started. Oh, Melvis, you come back again. So I'm going to tell you all the same. If you Mm-hmm. If you are moving to the UK and you're having to pay somebody £10,000 to come as a carer, £15,000 to come as a carer, £20,000 to come as a carer, it is not worth it. Take that money and register instead. If you've got the money, register instead and study like nursing. Do like a nursing course straight away from your country. Just apply for nursing, so that when you're moving to the UK, you come as a student. Because look, with nursing, you're 100% guaranteed a job on successful completion of your course. So don't take £20,000 and pay to come as a carer, because if you're working as a carer earning £20,000 per year, why are you paying £20,000 to come again as a carer? Apply for the jobs yourself, apply for the positions yourself. Like I say, I have a private coaching program, but when people contact me, I'm like, look, you can do it yourself. Go to Indeed, go to NHS jobs, go to Total Jobs, apply for these jobs. If you get to the UK and you think, oh my God, Melvis, I'm ready to progress, I'm ready to excel, I'm ready to do this, then by all means, you can get in contact with me and I can support you with that process, find out other pathways for you. If you're a nurse in the UK, I can also support you. Find those better pathways, better positions. How can you progress? How can you thrive? How can you excel? That's what I'm all about. But look, you need to be very smart. You need to be strategic. You need to do your own research. Don't even take my word for it. Research these things yourself. If you haven't subscribed to the channel right now, look, really, I want you to hit subscribe. I want you to turn on that notification button. I want you to leave a comment below and say, Melvis, I'm going to implement all of this. Share your experience. What has your experience been? Are you already in the UK? What are you going through? Is it the experience that you expected? Is it something that you didn't expect? How is life going? Please leave a comment below. Let's just interact. We lock heads and we see how we can support each other. Because my whole point is you want to stop havoc in its tracks before it becomes real, because you're my brothers and sisters, and I think it's but fair that we bring this info to you, those of us that are already here in the UK and know exactly what's happening. Because like I say, you're gonna get all these promises. Oh yeah, £20,000 is worth it moving to the UK because you're gonna have a life, you're gonna bring your family, but you're gonna be broke, you're gonna be miserable, you're gonna be struggling. So the whole point knowing the truth is that by the time you get here, you already know what you're going to be expecting. Yes, you need to be able to save money. You need to be so good with money, finances. You need to find a good people to live with. You need to be able to, these are some of the things that you need to work on. You need to, there's quite a lot that is involved. Because like I say, when I look at colleagues and look at what people are going through, I'm like, girl, many people feel that they were better off back home than when they actually moved to the UK. So please, the pay isn't the best, but it's what you do when you get to this country that is going to determine everything. But I can tell you that it's not just an easy fix. It's not a quick transition. When you're here, you need to be so determined. If you're working in a place where you're working so many hours, you're going to be stuck for time. You don't even know what to do. Before you think, it's like, oh my God, what's going on? And that's why I'm telling you this. That's why I'm bringing this info to you. I wish, I was here saying, you're going to have bags of pounds dangling in front of you so you can pick them up, and you're going to be so rich and you're going to send lots of money, to people back home. You're going to be so wealthy. It's not easy. So I've told you, I've said my own, you may agree, you may not disagree, you may be like, oh, Melvis, I don't care. Because most people, when they're still back home, they're like, oh, it doesn't really you're but when you get here, you're still going to meet me here. You're not going to have that conversation. We're going to go through all of this, and then I'll find ways to better support you so that as you're already here, you can thrive and excel. So please, I just want you to be open. The whole point I'm talking about this is because I want you to think about every single opportunity. I want you to be open-minded. I don't want you to be so fixed on one idea. You need to be open-minded. You need to explore. You need to be critically analyzing every single thing that you see, including this video that I'm doing. Don't take my word for it. Do your research. That's what I'm saying. Do some research. So the pay really, my dear, is not the best. And just to put into a bit of context, in 2012, I also started as a carer. I was a band one carer in the UK, and I was also studying nursing as an international student then. So when I was studying, I was working as a carer and I was earning £7.13 per hour. But at that time, minimum wage in the UK was £6.19. So I still remember that, even though it was quite a few years ago, 10 years ago. But yeah, I do remember I was earning £7.13, and I was so proud. I was like, oh my God, I'm a healthcare assistant. Even though I was band one, it was very exciting because I knew that I was earning £1 more than if I did other jobs. But right now, fast forward to 10 years later, if you're working as a carer, you're earning exactly the same amount of money like people who are doing any other job. So it's like, that's the reason why so many people have left. That's the reason why many people that are in the UK don't want to work as carers anymore. That's why they've left, which then obviously means that the only option people have is recruit overseas. Yes, it has its own advantages, but I just want you to be aware so that you can better plan, because it helps you decide as well on your family. Do you want to come with your family at the same time? Do you want to come first and then bring family later? That's the main thing you need to think about. You need to think about that. You also need to think about, is it better to go to a town where you know people? Some people outside of the UK already have people here. So you may think, okay, I've got this relative of mine. I want to live with them so that I can save a bit of money rather than live alone. Those are some of the things that I want you to be thinking about. If you know somebody, say in Birmingham, is it best for you to move to Birmingham as a carer so you can live together rather than live maybe with strangers, people that you don't know? So those are just the sorts of things, that information that I'm bringing is to make you think and make you reflect. Is to make you make more informed decisions, if you get what I mean. Because I don't want you to come here without knowing what's going on. Like the way, when some of us came here, we're all excited. We didn't know anything. We're just like, oh God, this is what's gonna be. But things have changed now. I've got this medium that I can use to bring you this info, which I want to make the most of. And so that's why I take it upon myself to record these videos and bring to you again, whether I agree or disagree. Doesn't matter. I've shared my own idea. When you get here, you and I are gonna meet, and hopefully we'll just have a cool time, have a nice chat. I get to meet many of those people that have come as carers. And it's always such a pleasure, such a privilege to meet with you. But I want you to have the best start that you can possibly have. So check other opportunities. I've done a video about non-clinical healthcare jobs that are also offering visa sponsorship. You want to check those as well. You can earn as much as £26,000 per year, £32,000 per year without any experience. So if you can get those, please, you need to go for them. If you're already in the UK, most importantly, I can support you with getting those jobs, show you, how to get through to them. If you need to apply, how do you apply and things like that, just so that you can begin to improve on your income, improve your own skills as well, and feel that being in the UK is well worth it. Because being an immigrant myself, I can relate to that. It's taken me quite a while progressing from a carer to an advanced nurse practitioner. So I have seen firsthand the advantages that moving to the UK brings. But most importantly, I've also seen the advantages that you have when you progress in your career, because you can earn a lot more without necessarily doing the same amount of work. Because right now I earn, when I started my nursing career, I wasn't earning very much as a band 5 nurse, because obviously nursing pay is poor as well. But right now I earn more than double. I earn far more than double that amount of money. So it's really helped me to be able to not work extra hours, in nursing, because I'm not a fan of extra hours. I don't do any. I've done them previously as a junior nurse, obviously, because there's a place and time for those extra hours. But the whole point is that as you're developing your career, as you're growing older, you are gaining more knowledge, but most importantly, you're implementing that knowledge to better support you, not only to earn more, but also to develop into those senior positions that are going to make your life a lot easier. Yes, they do make life a lot easier. And whether, so you want to make sure you're thriving for the best, you're striving for the top. I don't want, if you're watching this channel, I don't want you to remain in the same position. I want you to feel the vibes and be like, oh my God, Melvis, I'm all pumped up, full of energy. And look, I'm going to implement all of what you're saying. So leave a comment below and say, Melvis, I will implement. And I also want you to like the video, because when you like the video, it tells me that you enjoy content like this and I should do more of it. I should do something that is similar, because I only do videos for things that people are asking me, for doubts that people have. Because this medium, I'm so grateful for YouTube, because it helps me just put my message out in a really easy way. All I need to do is just record it like I'm doing, bring it out to you. And so, I want you to implement it. I want you to reflect on these points. I'm just causing you, to reflect I'm not saying don't move to the UK. I'm not saying move to the UK, but I just want you to reflect. I just want you to think deep. I just want you to look beyond what you can see. I just want you to, make more informed decisions. Very important. Some of us have come here without that counseling, without that mentorship, without that support, without that knowledge. And it's but fair that those of us who are already here bring this information to you so that you can hopefully have a better start than most of us did, because there are so many things that um, information is very powerful. Information is so powerful, and it can help you save years and years of stress from when you move in the UK. So that's why I'm doing these videos. So again, if you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe, turn on that notification button because you want to be the first to be notified when I drop a new video every single day at 8 a.m. on YouTube. If you want to check out my private coaching program, it's called Nursing Career Bootcamp. I can support you with career progression in the UK. I'm very passionate about that. If you're looking for visa sponsorship jobs, you want the best positions in the UK, you want those non-clinical jobs that are very highly paid, that don't require not any experience or any degree, then I'm your girl. Check the program out because it helps me to be able to support you one to one, because otherwise it's just not sustainable. You know what I mean? And it just puts all of us in check. It gives us that accountability. You're also going to be able to meet so many other nurses, carers, midwives, student nurses who are part of the program, and you can talk. It's just a place to talk without any bias, without any without any filters, because we can discuss anything in the program, which is why it's so good. And that's why being restricted to a certain number of people, it is so amazing, because there's that focus, that tailored, individualized, personalized support that you can then get. So please, I hope that you found this helpful. I just want you to make better decisions. I just want you to reflect, critically analyze everything, think well, and do things properly so that you can have the best start in the best possible way. And keep watching the videos, and thank you for your time.